Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Today we will be having our marketing workshop. I hope you enjoy it. We'll be here with you this morning, and we will just wait 10 more minutes for people to finish entering our room, and then we will be starting. I don't know who already used this QR code that we put it here in our first page presentation. It's a VR experience that you can use your phone and you move around your cell phone and you're going to have a 360 experience, or you can go straight to the YouTube. It's better when you use your YouTube app, or if you're in the desktop, you go to the YouTube browser, and I think it's such an amazing experience. Okay, so we'll be soon together, 10 more minutes, and then we will be starting. Please enjoy our day today. Thank you so much. morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you all fine. Can everybody just press hi or something in our chat so I can see who is here with us today? How's everybody? How are you feeling? We are going for our third day of workshops. The first two ones we had with Professor Paulo, such an amazing workshops and a lot of information. Today we will be starting our marketing one, and we see how marketing needs to evolve. I know we have people here from communication background, so I hope it's a review for you, or at least a new lens through over some thoughts and some knowledge that you already know. And of course, we will be applying what we are saying in the Amazon. Today, we're gonna understand and learn a tool, marketing strategy canvas one. I don't know whoever heard about it. It's a tool very interesting because you can see all your marketing plan in just one canvas. And I think this might help us to organize our thoughts and especially organize our investments and our marketing plan. So I hope you all enjoy today. So let me start sharing my screen now. Who was able to get in our QR code in our first page? Please just answer now our chat, please. Let I just do something here. Yeah, I think it's fine. Did anybody got to our QR code? Yes. It's not a lecture today, so we need so much for you to share, to engage, and to interact in our chat, please. And also, whoever wants to open the microphone, please feel free. Don't even have to raise their hands, just go for it. And I hope you enjoy our meeting today. Okay, so starting, this is what we're going to be seeing today, our table of contents. First of all, we're starting with the market context. Later on, we will be talking about the marketing nowadays society, what is changing, and the needs that we have now that change a lot since the beginning of marketing, and then what we have to adapt. Also, we'll be speaking about green marketing, the marketing strategy canvas, and the showtime moments where you're going to your groups again to produce. Okay. So this is our reference if you want to check later. Did everybody check that I already sent to your Microsoft Teams the files from first and second day? Did all the groups get together already? Just say yes or no in our chat, please. You just go, you have the first page in the Microsoft Teams, and then you have files, and then there you have the two PDFs from Professor Paulo's workshops. Okay? So this is a little bit of me for the ones that already know me, my students. This is my CV, but I think the most important thing in this slide is not what I already did, but actually just look to the picture and check that your CV, your career is like a road, is like a path that you have to go and discover things and be a pioneer in a lot of things. Sometimes you'll be the first one in your family to do a lot of things, and that's really interesting, and we have to be really proud about it. And but one thing that I always say to my students is that this career road is a lonely road, but in a good sense, because you will be the one that needs to take all the decisions in your career. Please don't let anybody influence or take the decisions for you, because you have to be the one to choose your path, because you will be the one waking up every Monday to do your job, to go to work. So you need actually to get to know a lot about your career, understand that it's not only happy days, that's everything in life, but you need to have more happy days than sad days or trouble days, you know. So choose your career very well. And one thing that I like to say about career is that one professor said once to me that career is something that you would do for free, and that you're going to receive money for that. So you need to find your purpose, like what touches your heart, why you're waking up. Our generation now, we don't want the job, the work, the career just to make money. Of course, money is really important. That's how we buy things. However, it's important for us to understand that we want to fulfill our personal goals too in our career. So what my job, what my career brings and help brings to the table, and help people in the world, and what problems are we solving with our job. So think about that. And you need to think about what inspires you. Why are you here in this like very exhausting 2 weeks, a lot of works, a lot of meetings? Why are you here? What's your purpose? Like, what motivates you? And for me, this is what inspires me. That's my baby daughter. She's not a baby so much now, she's already 4 years old. And just to give you some reference, if you check in this picture here, she's having acai. So acai is for all the audience and everybody can enjoy. And this baby here, she is it's my purpose, my inspiration. It's what motivates me. So it's quite important for me, and I think that we all need to find our motivation and what actually puts you out of bed to do your amazing jobs or careers or things like that. Okay, so just warm up, please, in our chat. Thank you so much, Ana Flavia. In our chat, which letter complete the sentence? We have a sentence here. They have any kind of link between these letters, and which of this letter is the one that you have to put to combine and to finish this sentence? Which letter should you put there? Just warm up our brains for people from our very kind Macau, that's already 11 hours ahead of us, just to wake up a little bit. And to our friends here in Brazil, that it's really in the morning, to wake up late also. So, which letter is missing? Vitor Gabriel said F or S. Why, Gabriel? Why F? You can open your microphone if you want. Vitor Gabriel. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Perfect. Thank you so much. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's just an F. Come on, professor, that's so easy. Yes, of course. As a lot of opportunities, a lot of business opportunities that we sometimes are just looking but not actually seeing it, or we just pass our eyes by it and thought that was a good opportunity, but somebody went and did something about it. So nowadays it's not about having the idea is not worth it anything, because idea is just an abstract thing. You need to put in the paper, you need to plan, you need to do something about it. You need to validate in the market, you need to talk to your customers. So that's the whole goal, about seeing the opportunity and actually doing something about it. And I think that's our challenge here. Okay, thank you so much, Vitor. Now, next one, the second warm up. Please, you can get your calculator if you want to. What is the result of this math challenge, the math problem? You can open your microphone or go to our chat. 54. Vitor Gabriel said 54,325. No, not right. Good try, actually, but not right. Somebody else, what is the result of this math challenge? Vitor Gabriel already put a really huge number, and That was a good thinking. But what is the number that completes and answer the question? I was thinking too, Victor. 14,325. Vicky Liu, no. Good try. Not at all. Let's see who else. Five. Joseph. Hermanito. Why five? Yes. One. Exactly. Just check. If one equal five, five equals one. My God, professor, that's so easy. It is. Again, how many ideas? How many? Thank you. Lilian got impressed. Ego. Yes. It's interesting that I'm so bad at that. So I look in the internet before my classes. Of course, I really suck in this. But what is interesting is that how our brain tries to make things harder sometimes. Because if you check and if you look slowly, it's easy. But when I said something about you can get your calculator and please find the number, and our brain gets, oh, come on, it's not that easy. I need to complicate a little bit. That was it. Again, sometimes we are the ones that make it harder. Keep it simple has a something, I think is in the IT world, they say KISS. Keep it simple and stupid. Sometimes the business opportunity is right there in our site and we didn't see it, we didn't check. And who here already had a great idea, didn't do anything about it, and when you see on the marketing and on the market, somebody did and is making a lot of money, and you're just like, oh my God, come on, I had the same idea. Every time that I use Uber, is I feel that, because not that I had the idea, but how simple is the business model, not the process itself, but the business model is really simple if you think like people who wants to drive and people who wants to get carried around on cities. Uber, like they are the one of the biggest transportation company, but without having one single car or only the special one that they are doing some trials. But if you think about it, is the idea and the business model that's the beginning of something, so in these 2 weeks, focus on the business model. Think about, okay, how I'm going to get the inputs in the Amazon really exotic and really interesting, and really you can create so many ways to have a great experience for your customer, and how to make money with that, how to develop the region, how to interact with the small communities. And that's a lot of things that we're going to be seeing today. Today is a lot. We have a lot of things, and I hope you don't get that tired. We will, of course, have breaks and moments of interactions, but we need a lot. We have a lot of to cover, because I want you to leave our workshop today with a new marketing perception, for the ones that already study marketing, and the ones that did not, it's the first time that you're not hearing about it but actually studying about it. We have people here from health backgrounds, so just enjoy it and see that the world is changing and the way we make business is changing. And think that, oh, I work in the my background is psychology or physiotherapy or pharmacy or nursery or anything like that. We all need marketing. We all need to understand our business model. We need to understand our customers and interact and create relationships with them. So just so I do a little survey here, just write yes or no in our chat. Who already have some knowledge in marketing? Can be basic one, but who already study marketing in your life? Please, in our chat. Just yes or no. Our team in Romania has a really good background in marketing. I already heard about it. Nice. Only these people? is here with us? Please, I don't like voyeurism in my classes. Please engage, share, participate. I want to learn with you today. No, yes, a lot of people already study marketing, a lot of don'ts. That's good. And I hope you, for the ones that already study, that you have a new, more interesting things to get to know about it. And for the ones that never did, please, it's not that hard. I'm gonna try to explain the easiest way, and that we see that is the mindset that I want to develop. That you understand about, okay, I have a product, I have a service, but it's just the small step having the product itself. We need to think about strategy. We need to think about, sorry, Professor, I got it wrong. So, no, Ana Flavia said, what's your background, Ana Flavia? Is psychology? I think. I'm trying to remember yesterday. Ana Flavia, I think. Yeah, Professor. Professor Newsabet is really kind of fan of you. So let's go on. That's a good one. This one. This I hope to had you spend more time with that, but Vito destroy it. And now let's go move forward. The world changed and it was right on our time, our turn. Sorry. What do you think about it? Do you think this is a positive or a negative sentence? Chat again. We're going to be using a lot of the chat. So I will always be saying, go to the chat and talk to me. Let's talk together and have these amazing moments together. It depends, I guess. Yes. The world changed and it was right on our turn. Positive or negative? How you feel? Like read the sentence and just put your to your life now. Tina, yes, positive. Who else? Raluca, I think it's is Bumbaru Raluca. My pronunciation is not that good. That is good and bad in it. It's good, Larissa. Why, Larissa? Can you go deeper in your analysis? Positive, Fernanda, thank you. The word change. That what do you know? What's funny is that I use this slide in the beginning of my class. It might be positive for some people as well as might be negative too. Yeah, that's true for sure. I use this to do some thinking about the power and how it changed. Thanks, Tammy. But I when I put this slide, I'm talking about internet. But then the world changed again, and the pandemic came along, and now we have to rethink our society and we have to evolve because the former society model wasn't working. So we need to actually rethink things, not only about our personal life, but how we do business and how we interact with others. This change pushed us to do something for ourselves. Exactly, Diana. Good for new discoveries, but negative for the ancients and already established things, I think. Good, Lillian. For instance, in Sezupa, we had to, in last year, in 15 days, we changed all our operation that was only in presence mode to online live mode. That was a great challenge. I was part of the team in our dean's office that was planning to that too with my other colleagues, and it changed a lot. And we need to think about, of course, whoever got lose people for this terrible disease. We need to do our really great thoughts. I had myself one great loss in this, but also we need to think about how many things evolve, like not only the vaccine, but also technology, like what we are doing today. This project was supposed to happen in the presence mode, and now we have this virtual mode that we can have more people working together. So, Vitor Gabriel, even though the world changed, the society core haven't. So it's something that we need to change to have it better. It's perfect. I always say that, Vitor. It looks like we are now, at least here in Belém, we are in a lockdown now. We are in our second wave, I think, or third, second wave. And we had the same experience that we had last year, but this year, people didn't think. I don't think people actually learn and understand what we have to change. And people are doing the same mistakes, and our politicians, they don't act well. This the most of them doesn't work. They don't act well, but it's a challenge. But with when we think in this slide, thinking about the internet, think how blessed our generation it is, because I don't know, I'm 33 years old. I in my When I was a child and my teenager years, I used to have internet with really low quality. Now we can have this live meet with from people from different places, different countries, and the internet provides that. Think about how Albert Einstein would deal with internet and how many greater things he would do. So our generation is blessed, but is just a tool. Internet is just a tool. We are the ones who decided how we're going to be using internet and what we're going to be doing to your lives with internet. And we can search for a lot of funny and stupid things like memes things. I love that. It's funny, but we also need to think about sometimes today I can type things and just some hit enter and I can watch a Harvard class, MIT class, get a book in any library in the world and read it. And the autonomy for our studies, it's greater. So you can go to other careers and study a little bit and understand and dig in. So internet is a blessed, but also if you don't know how to deal with that, can be a curse. And that's the way we have to understand and to interact with each other. So our first interaction moment is that it's not will not be in our chat, okay? I'm gonna send you to breakout rooms, like not your original ones, okay? You're gonna get to know new people today in the rooms. Just 5 minutes, and then I bring you back here. What are the major challenges at our marketing today? Challenge about creating a company on nowadays market. What are the big challenges that you see in our market? And of course, how do we solve them? How can we put them aside and just thinking about new things and creating new things and creating new opportunities? Okay. Did everybody get the questions? What are the challenges to do business in nowadays market? Okay. I will put you in some groups just randomly, just so you get to know more people and to interact. 5 minutes. And can you put on chat? Oh yeah, sure. Let I go. I would do the I would do different, because when I send you to the breakout rooms, you will be losing this chat. So I'll be writing to all of the chats within the breakout rooms. Okay. So go there. 5 minutes. What are the main challenge to? Oh, you don't lose. Can you see the chat in the main room when you go to the breakout rooms? Oh, yes. Oh, great. Let I just, so uh, let I put in our chat to everyone. Can you see? Okay, it's already checked. And I'm opening the rooms, so have a great interaction moment. This is also really important to our projects, that you get to know everybody. Okay, so go to your room. I think you received the invitation. You can join in. Okay, people already going. 5 minutes and I bring you back, okay? Doing that, I can see who is only getting in our class and then not being with us. Okay, go to your breakout room. Amanda, are you there with us? Você tá aí, Amanda? So, hello everyone. Let's wait for the other ones to get back here in our main room. We are getting back here. Everybody back here? Yes. I think I already see everybody. So, I need 2 volunteers to open the microphone and talk to us. It was really fast, Caio. Yes, for sure. This is just a warm up thing. What are the major challenges? 2 volunteers. Just open your microphone and share your thoughts or your group's thoughts too.
Hello,
Please.
Professor. Can you hear me?
Yep.
The
Can you?
first thought,
I'm sorry. Can you? I don't know if you can, but open your camera. But if you can't, it's not a problem. You can just
it's
talk
actually
without.
covered.
Okay.
I'm a bit paranoid.
Oh, not a problem. But you can go on.
Um,
Okay, sorry.
the first thought when I saw that question was that nobody wants to hire students because everyone is asking for experience when we don't actually have one.
Sure.
And it's really hard to find a job nowadays.
Interesting things. Who else? And when you think, Diana, uh, open a company, what are the challenges that you think to create a new enterprise?
Hmm, maybe to find people who actually want to work.
That's a paradox. It's hard to find a job, and it's hard to find people that actually wants to work and really work hard.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that our generation needs to think about it. And I'm in the same generation as you. Is that sometimes we like a lot to say things on the internet and how we raise some flags and do some really interesting thoughts about great causes, but when is it time to work or we have some challenge in our lives, oh come on, it's very hard, oh my god, I'm so tired, oh my god, I want to go back to, come on, we have the opportunity that most of people in our planet didn't have. Our generation is really blessed, as I said before. So, but people are saying that, and this is our survey from an HR company that says that our generation is really concerned about interesting things that the generations before they didn't care about it, like environmental issues, sustainability, things like that. But we have a really, the survey calls like laziness, like come on, we don't like to put a lot of efforts. And when I read that, and it covered my age, was until 35, the research, and that hurts me a lot. I was like, come on, our generation is not like that. We work a lot, we like to really dig in things. But then I start to think about sometimes some projects that we like, yeah, kind of. I will engage, but just a little bit. And we have here 2 weeks of opportunities that we have to dig in. We have to go and dive in the ocean to actually have the most of this experience. But sometimes it's only 8 to 11 o'clock. I will just put 3 hours for the project and then that's it. Fine by me. But it's your experience, it's your project. And for me, like I'm just the professor here. The project's for you and you have to engage and share. So thank you, Diana, so much. Just one more person, please. Open the
Hi,
microphone.
hi.
Fernanda,
Yes.
hello. Do you have your
Uh,
video?
no.
No problem, no problem.
Okay. I think one of the current challenge is the creation of new technologies and monitoring this race and align with the consumption and sustainable production, like all this together and follow the race of the technology now.
And it's interesting what Fernanda said, because technology is a blast, but also is a curse. Because used to be like in the past, we have competition with people from our city, our region, the most. Now we can have competition from all over the world.
Yes.
You can find clients all over the world too, so that's the positive aspect. But you have competition from all over the world, and how we deal with that, because we're not changing this anymore. Internet's not just oh, it's something that's go off in a while. No, no, no. Internet came to change our lives forever, and that's no way back. So we need to adapt ourselves and know how to deal with that. Fernando, you want to say something more? Thank you for your participation in.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So for the ones that,
Professor?
yeah, Mia, for the ones that, just a second, Mia, for the ones that can't open the camera, it's because I'm feeling really lonely here in this lockdown. So I want to see faces. I want to interact with you, if you will. So for the ones that can open the camera, you don't have to. It's just so I can see and interact with you and see some live face. Yeah, thank you, Mia. Go on. Sorry.
So our team just discussed some, just provide some ideas, what we may meet challenges when we start a business. And the first, we think is the product quality. So I think the quality is much more important because it is the perfect, the resource of perfect. And the second is um, the resources of we do a project's fee, uh, because we don't even if we don't have the fee, we don't have the money, like the kind of stuff, how can we operate that project? And the third is how can our propaganda to let more public, to let have a vast public and most people know it. And the fourth challenge is how we make that product price properly. I think that's
Really good analysis. And one
Thanks.
thing that Mia said, that about quality, and I have a thought about quality, is that now quality we cannot put as a differentiation thing. It's not gonna make you a special quality. Quality is the minimum that we need to have. And think about, as a professional, okay, as a career, when you go look for a job, think of yourself as a product, because we are problem solvers. That were it doesn't matter which career you have, is healthy, business, law. You need to be a problem solver, yeah. And being good in your hard skill, your technical side, is the minimum. Everybody is good. You go to a level, especially when you are like going through management areas or to supervise people, you need to be good. You need to be amazing, because the competition is like that. Besides that, besides being good in your hard skill, what else? Like your soft skills, your communication skills, your leadership skills. You know how to ask people? Do you know how to give an order? Okay, you have to do it. How you're going to do this? Are you a people thing? Are you a people person that you gather, or you just scream to people? Yeah, yeah, sure. Deanna, please feel free about it.
I was thinking about the challenge. I think it's hard to do something new because everything else has been done and you have to be creative about it.
Yes, amazing. And that's what I'm very excited about the Amazon thing. It's
Caio, can I?
because, yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
go. And Eileen,
sorry.
no, go on, go
Just
on.
to
The floor is yours.
just to complete Diana, we are talking about this, and I think the point too is how you make the difference, because we have like almost everything, but how can you make a different thing that the other people will see and say, oh, that is different, that is creative, so I'm gonna buy it. Oh, but have others, okay, but this one make me feel interested in. So I think is a challenge to this kind of creative.
And you know what is more interesting? For instance, at the iPhone, that's really special case because some people are like just like a fanatic group of, oh my god, I'm an Apple people, and oh, I use my iPhone and I get in line for 3 days and camp there to buy the new one. I don't judge, fine by you, like if you have the free time for that. But in a technological thing, I'm sorry if we have here like Apple people, okay, but is not the most technological cell phone anymore, smartphone anymore. Good battery, exactly. But from the 11th to the 12th one, what changed? Like, what is the really new thing? Oh, we have more cameras, we have this thinner and then thicker. Things are changing, but the most interesting thing, it's about the user experience in the iPhone. You feel like he's your friend. You feel like creates a level of relationship with you. And people actually they don't just buy. It's like they advocate for the iPhone or for the Samsung or for the one. And I think that since everybody's commodity, we're gonna be talking about that. All the products they look alike. So if you don't have the room to go fight for price, oh, I have the minimum price here, so buy it for me. This is not relationship, because the person is just buying for you from you because it's cheap, and we is not a long-term run this. So we need to think about experience, we need to think about relationship, we need to think about what are my product impacts in your life, how my how the solution I'm giving to you, like which problem I'm solving. And then you need to think about it. And in even in each career, like what I bring, like really from like a really innovative perspective, what I'm bringing to the law office, to the clinic that I work, like what I'm bringing you, or is just one more intern, just one more employee that will do the same things. We have a lot of things, a lot of people doing the same things. We need to be the special one. Somebody wrote things here. Apple is part of design, and yet they change the design once each 5 years. Exactly, Victor. And Joseph, the idea is how to create value in the product or service offered. What I like about working about Amazon products is that from a lot of places in the world, people never heard about it. Just they know about the Amazon River and the Amazon rainforest, but they don't actually know deeper of products, of opportunities. And if you think about it, not even ourselves that we live here, from people from Belém, let's see how many people actually went to Marajó Island, to Sori, to Santarém, and sometimes a lot of international people are here and making business and making money and having opportunities. And we are thinking about Sao Paulo, about Rio de Janeiro, about USA, about Europe. That's good. It's good reference, but we also have a lot of opportunities here in our place. And since we live here, like we will be like the pioneers to actually do something about it. Okay. Thank you so much for the participation. Interaction mode. I'm gonna share my screen again, and now we are going back to our presentation. Let I just put here. Is that okay? How we are doing? This interaction is good. Nobody's sleepy. Yes. Can I go like that? Okay. Thank you so much, Raluca. So again, this slide is just to provoke you, like share. If your colleagues, go to rooms, go to your groups, share with me. Like I'm here to learn from you. Like we have people from Chile, from Macau, from Romania, from Minas Gerais, São Paulo, Brasilia, Belém. So we are like really in a melting pot. So let's learn a lot with each other. So now I'm gonna speed up a little bit. It's a lot of things just to think about it, just to to actually put things in your mind and to rethink about things. Okay, so we live in a credibility crisis. Look, this front light empty. People, they don't believe. 96% of consumers do not believe what companies advertise. We have a crisis here. People think that companies are always lying and they don't care about them. They just want their money, and we need to rethink about how we deal with our customers, our relationships, how we're going to be interacting with them. How do companies look to their customers? Not all of them, but a good number of companies just think about clients, the one that pays for the show, and I hope you give me some more money and then go live your life. People don't think about it's better to create a relationship with the customers than are is always like going finding new ones. That's too expensive. When you know a customer and you have a relationship with him or her, you can go from years and years of good results because you're getting to know and you're receiving the feedbacks and you improve your business model and your products, your service. So companies should look at their customer in an individually perspective. Each one of us, we are individuals, and then we like things. It's not only about age, it's about com- customer behavior, is how we deal with things and how we interact with our world. So now we have the technology to know a million people individually. You get a good CRM, customer relationship management software, and then you can get to know each one of your customers and interact with him or her and learn with them. How fast are the markets nowadays? We don't go in a market today like, okay, I'm gonna speed a little bit, understanding, and then I know you need to validate your business, create your prototype, and go to market. You need to actually starting to interact with your clients as soon as possible. But however, it's really important to know when your market is not profitable anymore and the time to leave, because you go in, as Anali said, you just jump, but you need to think, hey, I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my energies here in this market. I'm going to change my market. I'm going to the other one. I'm going to create a new product. I'm going to evolve my product. So it's not only about getting in, but actually knowing how to get off your markets too. What else? Think about when marketing used to be in an offline world, how easier it was. You just, the ball is your marketing plan, the pins are the customers, you you launch your campaign, and then you collect your pins. Easy, huh? They didn't interact a lot. If they weren't happy, they would just talk to people in their near friendly circle. They didn't have internet before, so that was a easier world. Today is like that. This is our marketing in our online world. We can press our marketing plan here and we throw the ball. But then nobody knows what's going to happen. If you have a hater that is always putting your campaigns, your ads, and saying a lot of bad things, you need to have a crisis management team. You need to understand that the customer is changing and you need to adapt. We have a really good marketing person here in Brazil that says that customers, they are not, no, let's see how, if I can translate right. Customers, they are in this moment. They are not a person that doesn't change. So the customers, they will be evolving. The customers will be changing. Think about, is somebody married here in our group? Does anybody, is anybody married already or live together? Or everybody's single or something? We can go to our chat and just write it. Think about how it changed your behavior when you're single, when you start to date, when you start to engage, when you get married, when you have kids. Your customer life is changing and you need to understand your customer and change with him or her. You need to adapt your product, adapt your solution to what your customer is living. So just a little reference, marketing is an organizational function and a set of processes that involve the creation, communication, and delivery of value to customers, as well as the management of the relationship with them. so that it benefits the organization in its interest public. Let's break a little bit this sentence. Set of processes that involve the creation, communication, delivery of value. So a lot of people mix that, oh, marketing is the same thing of advertise, propaganda. No, no, no. Advertising is one of the marketing arm, like is how you communicate, but you need to do a lot of internal job before, like design your product, how price, what the price you're gonna put, the logistic of it, how will be your selling channels or things, and then you promote your product. So you need to bring value to your customer. It's not about how cheaper it is anymore, is how valuable, like which value does your product has to your customer. Management of relationship, we already talked about that, and how do that it benefits the organization and its interest public. So it's not your customer anymore. You need to think about society, and especially when you're doing business with the Amazon, you need to think about how are you harming the Amazon rainforest? How are you interacting with the small communities and helping them to evolve? So we need to do a lot of thinking when you're doing business like that. So it's time to rethink marketing. Please, in our chat, let's interact again. How should we do our marketing today? Think as a customer, think as a consumer. How do you think companies should interact with you? How should we do our marketing today? Please go on to our chat. How should we do our marketing today? Nobody. Oh yeah, honest marketing. Thanks, Lydian. We have to say our good and our positive and negative, because if we don't say that, people will know. Customer-centric theory, great, accessible. Surveys to see what the clients are thinking, perfect. Ask your clients. Don't try to guess. Of course, like Steve Jobs said, oh, customer, they don't know what they want. Yeah, but if you ask, then you can have an idea about how are they, how they're feeling about something, and then you can improve with your thoughts, with your own your company's team. But it's always interesting to interact, paying attention to product life cycle. Exactly, when is it time to leave this market or to change and evolve your product because it's not being a success anymore. Me, yeah, customer orientation, marketing, and tracking to in all over the internet. Yes, thank you so much. We need to, again, relationship, experience, service. Sometimes you don't have the best product, but your post selling process is amazing, and you interact with your client and he or she likes you, and then you can still on business. So let's go through further. Past success is not guarantee of future success. Who remembers Nokia? I used to have this Nokia cell phone. They used to be huge. They used to be one of the major players in the communication game. And now, I don't know what's going on with them. They are trying to reinvent themselves. Think about Kodak. They were the biggest company in the photography market. And now I saw ads that they were selling glasses lens, like to use in glasses, like really lost. Past marketing was based on product centricity. Competition was based on production capability. So create a product and put some new things in the product and you're going to be a success. That's not how market is anymore. We are dealing with humans, not robots, though. That's why somebody said here, I'm going to remember who was, Diana Maxine said, surveys, interact with your customer. We have the technology to do that. Think about today, you just send a Google form in the WhatsApp and the person can respond like in the really live mode. You don't have to take a lot of time to hear our customers. And a lot of them, they are eager to criticize for us to evolve, to change, to get better, to improve. But when we receive a critic from our customers, we're like, come on, I hate this guy. Why is he saying that about my company, my product? Come on, it's an opportunity to change, to evolve. We have to listen what they say. We have to find our purpose, our mission. What is the mission of your company? What's your purpose? Why do you exist in the world? And think about yourselves. What's your purpose on the market, in your profession, in your career? Why do you wake up? So companies should think about that as much as we, as professionals, we need to think, what is our purpose? We are going through a scarcity to an abundance economy. It used to be not so many products, not so many options, but now we have so many options. There are so many things, so many products. You can just do like later you press chocolate in Google and you go to Google Maps and put chocolate and see how many options will come near you. And think about globally how many companies are selling that. So how do I create a differentiation? How do I change people's opinion about something and make them buy from my company? We are dealing with the infobesity, so many information. Who, like for me, for instance, like I don't like so much to watch news for the last 1 year because it was only talking about the pandemic and a lot of things. So I would just watch like once a day and get some info in the cell phone, and that's it. Because we're living in infobesity, it's too many information, too many options, and that's creating a lot of anxious and a lot of depression and a lot of craziness in our minds. So we need to chill. We need to know how to get people like, okay, we follow some podcast that brings all the informations that are interesting in marketing, for instance. Then go to all the site, all the websites, everything. So we need to chill a little bit because we live in the paradox of choice. More choice are good until you achieve the point where it's gonna be stressful for you. Look at this example. This company used to have 24 choice of Gen. It was a website and e-commerce. Then they would attract a lot of people because they have so many choices. But when the client gets to the website, they would be really in doubt about which flavor they want, which choice they would do. So from the 60% of shoppers that they would attract to their website, only 3% of them would buy some Gen. Then they rethink about their business model, how they were making business and their marketing approach. Then they decided to get only to offer 6 choice of Gen. And then of course they lost some attraction from the shoppers to go to their website. However, from this 40%, they have a 30% shoppers conversion rate. It's only six choice. And if you think the marketing not only for the customer relationship, but if you think about your logistic, you have less choice, you need to buy less inputs, it's cheaper your process, and then you can add value to your marketing approach. So in our chat, another interaction, please, how does your idea stand out from competitors? Let's do in a different mode. I'm gonna send you again to a breakout room, and then you need to decide that. Let's go chat again. How does your idea stand out from competitors? How does your CV? How do you think that you can actually interact? Again, just 5 to 10 minutes just for you to interaction, and then we'll be coming back to your room. Okay? Go again to your breakout room. And you sign some people that just entering later. Here. We still have people here in our room. Go to your room, please, to interact with the other ones. We have Vitor, Mia, and Hoxani, and Daniel still here. Let's go. Vitor, Mia, and Hoxani are still here with us. Roxani and Vitor Gabriel. Hello, Marco. How are you, my friend? They are in their
Hello,
room.
hello, hello, hello. They are in the room. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like they are just doing some discussion about it. How does
Okay,
their
great.
idea stand out from competitors?
Okay, great. So, sorry, you were saying, Caio? You were asking a question?
No, and just they are in a breakout room. Just how does their idea stand out from competitors? We are talking in the marketing about experience and how to differentiate themselves from competition.
Oh, great. It's the marketing section, right?
Exactly.
Okay, great. I'm gonna put on mute then. See you
Okay.
later, Caio.
Thank you, Marco. Let's go, everybody. People are getting back. Yeah, where is everybody? People are coming back now. Yes, great, great, great. Josep, mi hermanito, Ana Flávia, Lilian. So, a volunteer to open the microphone and the camera, if you can. How does your idea or your group idea stand out from competitors? How do you differentiate
Hi.
yourself? Who is?
Hello. It's Tina.
Oh, hello, Tina. Can you
Um, can you
okay,
see me?
nice with camera.
Um,
Great. Hello.
and we have discussed about two things. The first one, how we make our ideas special. We have already discussed about create something different. But the point is that nowadays really difficult to really create something totally different, unique. It's really hard, honestly speaking. So what I think is that maybe we can try to put something new into the thing that already existed in the market. Like we can make some improvements to the product and make it into another use. Just make a very simple example. The In a very long time ago, there were trains. The trains which used the woods as the energy, and at that time, the electric has already been invented actually, but nobody has ever thinking about putting electric, combining it with the train. So somebody did it and putting electric as the energy of the train and make it working. So that is the reason why I think maybe we should try to put something already existed into another use or make some improvements, and so it can actually help people to satisfy their demand. So that is what we first thinking about. And let me think what the other point is. um Sorry,
Not a
I
problem.
forgot. Yeah, my teammate Isaac. Isaac, are you listening? Can you remind me what was
Eh,
the second idea?
Oh, is the bike?
Oh
No?
yeah, the shared bike.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can we
thank you
see
so
you,
much.
Isaac? Your camera is good
I
to
don't have
go.
camera, sorry.
Oh, no
It's
problem.
really.
Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Isaac. That's quite interesting. Is that sometimes I remember when like some years ago, like people they wanted to buy a GPS. They would go to the U.S. and buy a GPS to have in their car, but then we didn't have the system here, so it was just something to show off, and other people like that. But how are you? You have to prepare the the environment to receive your innovation and your product and your differentiation. And again, most of the time, the differentiation is the relationship you get with the company and with the product. Okay, one more volunteer, please. Want to hear you. Now, today is very good. Very a lot of participation.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Diane.
I was thinking maybe we should start small. Like we should do like a very strict buyer persona to see who we talking to, and from that point to see how the market how do I say develops, so we can go forward with that. I mean, I'm trying to say is don't have big expectations. Like start small, small steps.
I like the concept, Diana. Thank you so much. That's the forever beta mode.
Can I add one thing about what
Oh,
Diana said?
yeah, Victor.
I believe the small step is important, but you still need to have a goal. So, for example, set a really big goal in 5 years, but you trace the down in small steps to get it into the goal.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't know in Macau, Romania, and Chile, but here in Brazil, sometimes the entrepreneur he waits a long time to put the product in the market itself and goes do a lot of surveys that they are important, but you cannot wait to go to market because sometimes you're going to wait for your idea to get really really good and your competitor just put something good in the market, but he was the pioneer, and then he started the relationship with their clients. So think about again the iPhone the iPhone first, it sucked, was horrible. The battery didn't change a lot, but was not that good. Not a lot of tools, not only about things like the internet was not that good. But then the screen you could touch. It was the first touch screen cell phone without any buttons. And people were like, "Oh, come on! How are you gonna create a cell phone without any buttons?" Now it's like really part of our life thing. Like we look weird to the cell phones that they have buttons now, but the technology already existed before. But then Apple come together and put the the technology together and launch the iPhone 1. So how you're think about the good enough thing. Sometimes you're gonna put more layers when your product is already good. Go to market, listen to your customers, and then you come back and you start to improve and to organize. Let I just have a just one moment, very fast. Sorry, guys. Okay, coming back. So, thank you for the sharing. I'm gonna come back now, share my screen again. Share that I put here. Just a second here, and let's go. Can you see my screen already? Just somebody confirm here in the chat. Yes. Are you seeing my screen? Just yeah. Thank you so much. So, technology and features is a commodity now. You can start and having the first idea and start being the pioneer, but then the competition will copy or improve your idea. So we need to think about and focus our marketing efforts in creating experience to our clients. Think about how Nike did. It used to be just a product, a sneaker, but then they started to improve the level of service and then the experience, and now they actually think they are saying that they are in a transformation economy. They put things, here is the quality of expensive and the key elements to customer experience. We are gonna be back again later for the blue ocean strategy. Think pricey, heart rate monitoring. They were selling sneakers to help people to run. Running computer, quality of shoes, it's important because you don't want your feet to be harmed. But then think about these other things: participation in social network, interacting, integrating music and running, motivation to run. This that is quite important to their customer is abstract, is not tangible, is an experience. So they create an app that you go put your everyday training mode and how are you evolving or not, everything, and then they sell the shoes. That is the important part of the process. But then they want to create the relationship with their clients. They want to develop their clients, and then with that they create a long-term relationship. So many brands and marketers have recognized that to keep up with the competition, they need to evolve their approach and create a dynamic two-way engagement across all stage of the consumer journey and the product life cycle. So it's a two-way engagement. We need to engage in our customers, and their customers, they need to engage with us. And then we give some forms for them, surveys for them to answer, and so we can understand how they feel and how they like or not our product and how we can improve. So ask your clients. It's like a free consultancy thing, you know? Just ask them, collect the answers, and then improve your product or service. So experience is the only thing that will not be commoditized, and actually is what people will really remember about your. Look about this video. Let I try to. Oh, sorry, it should be like that, but we can. I don't know if anybody already is. Can you hear? Just confirm if you're listening to the video. Yeah. So.
verme يخفي المهم يقدر مثل تعبري ده
ساعات قوي جدا
გამარჯობა. ხარია ცოტა ხანი უნდა გვითმოთ. თქვენ შეგიძლიათ რომ იმოგზაუროთ ვირტუალურად ირლანდიაში სულ 2 წუთის განმავლობაში. გაქვთ სურვილი რომ ნახოთ? კი ბატონო, ყურსასმენი გაიკეთეთ და არ მოიხსნათ სათვალე.
verme يخفي رامتي اس مش رايك خلاص نسي بطراي oh then how do you leave it going
So, how did you think about this experience? Exactly. Great, Carlos. Nice, Marco, Lilian. Think, of course, is using the technology, is virtual reality, and you can use it like in a lot of ways. Like in the QR code that we put in the beginning, like you can put that in your VR glass if you have back home, and you can actually emerge in a Amazon rainforest as a native, and but the creativity about how to use and how to create exactly the emotion, service, experience Look at that. Look at your arm. What makes you do like that? I heard that. Who else? Who here already went to a Cirque du Soleil show? In our chat, please. Yes or no? Cirque du Soleil. They are from Canada. Cirque du Soleil, but they know Cirque du Soleil. Yeah. I didn't have the opportunity to go, but I watched in the YouTube, and since it was HD, I think it was the same experience. But think, it's a circle, a circus, but it's a totally different one. It's more like a kind of an opera and a theater thing, and they focus on creating a great experience as this beer did. So use technology, use the opportunities, and use internet to create this experience to your clients. So going further, what is green marketing? Whoever heard about this? Please interact with me in our chat. Whoever heard about green marketing? Please. And what it is for you, green marketing?
Does it have to do anything with recycling?
Yes, also that. Good. What else? Come on. Get customers organically. Is Isaac. Sustainable and sustainable. I didn't hear. What is green marketing, Marco? What it is? Whoever heard about it? Isaac, can you write a little bit more about get customers organically? I didn't get it. Nobody else in the room? No? Oh, the products that are safe for the environment. Yes. Good, good, good. Whoever
Maybe you
studied.
can
Go for it.
maybe you can use a product for multiple purposes.
Yes. Not always throwing out in the garbage and buy a new one, but how to reuse things. Yeah. Without investing money in marketing, only with content and things like that. No. Green marketing is more related to a sustainable and environmental flag that the company raised. Come on, people, interaction. Did you guys already sleep or something? No, because you were so participating in our chat. So, how to make our Amazon region products highly desired in the international market. You already have a great brand, so any product that you create to here during our Amazon Experience Sezupa Challenge, you're gonna put, when you put the brand Amazon Rainforest, Amazon Exotic Products, you already attract a lot of attention. I hope that what's happening with you too. That's so, Carlos, that promote is not only a good experience and to encourage people to have a more sustainable approach. Exactly. Green marketing refers to selling products or service by highlighting their environmental benefits. It incorporates a broad range of activities, including is not only about advertising, it's not only about promoting things. You need actually to live this green marketing thing. It's not only a thing to say, it's a philosophy that in all levels of your companies, you need to be thinking about it. So including product modification. Sometimes I need to change the input that I use to my production because this input harms the environment. So I need to change the production process. Do I waste a lot of water, a lot of energy during my process? How can I change that? Sustainable packaging as well as modifying advertising. So we're gonna see some examples later, but the goals are to implementing sustainable business practice about energies, about water, about what we do with the waste from the company. Do I throw in the garbage or do I treat and improve and use again? Reducing expensive packaging, transportation, energy, water usage. What I like about green marketing is that you can talk about the marketing team, the financial team, the HR team, because everybody benefits from it. Demonstrating how safe and mindful products or service are. Let's see one good example of that. It should be going through a link, but it's not. That I just put here the, because it's a Brazilian, it's from Natura. I will put the translation. Let's see, English. Can you see my screen? English. Yeah, thank you. Let's go. Starting now.
Só é beleza pra mim se for beleza pro mundo. Essa ideia está mais forte do que nunca. Ecos agora é biobeleza. Novas fórmulas com maior concentração de bioativos amazônicos. Uma biocosmética de alta performance que vai muito além da hidratação. Ecos agora é mais potência, é mais vida para o seu corpo e para a Amazônia. Ecos, somos todos uma natureza só.
Yeah, wasn't the Big Brother one? Yeah, when I already put in our presentation. Let's see another one for Natura too. So we saw an advertising that says that how they do business, and if it's only important, it's not only about being important for the customer, but also for society and for everybody. Okay, that's what you're presenting to your customer. That's what you are saying. But if we just say, sometimes people can get really annoyed with us and we be canceled and people stop buying our products. So we need to actually live what we are saying and actually doing something. Let's see another video from Natura. Let it put my translation thing. Of course, sometimes the translation from YouTube is not that precise, but you can have a good idea about it. So English, what is English? Oh, English. So let's go.
Tudo começa na Amazônia, o jardim mais rico do planeta. É aqui que pesquisamos os frutos, cujos bioativos vão se tornar os ingredientes de nossos produtos. Mas não fazemos isso sozinhos. Se você observar a floresta mais de perto, vai descobrir que ela não tem só plantas e bichos. Ela também é feita de gente. Gente que está aí há muitas e muitas gerações. Gente que vive da floresta e mantém vivo o conhecimento sobre o uso de suas plantas e frutos. Essas pessoas são os nossos guias. São elas que nos contam os segredos e maravilhas do jardim. A intensa parceria com as comunidades tradicionais é um dos diferenciais de nosso modelo de negócio. Ela fortalece e valoriza as comunidades, oferecendo um mercado mais justo para a comercialização de seus frutos. Em nossos laboratórios, cada fruto tem seus bioativos investigados para a criação de fórmulas que potencializem seus benefícios, gerando produtos de alta performance. Cada vez que você escolhe um produto Natura Ecos, você coloca em ação essa cadeia sustentável. Nossa rede ganha mais vida. Vira beleza em movimento, pois parte dos recursos volta às pessoas que vivem na floresta. Fazendo isso, a gente ajuda a promover o desenvolvimento das comunidades, um incentivo para que elas continuem dando valor à floresta e para que a natureza continue gerando mais e mais beleza. Natura Ecos. Natureza gera beleza.
So let's go again. They had the propaganda, the advertise itself, saying that, okay, our products, we deal with the Amazon forest and we respect thing and everything. Okay. And the second video is that showing how they interact with the communities, how they interact with the local people, and think that the Amazon, it's a lot of animals and also fruits and vegetables and plants, of course, and trees, but we also have a lot of people living here. And we're gonna do business with the Amazon forest, we in the Amazon region, we need to think about, okay, how I'm gonna interact with them, how I'm gonna put effort to develop a good relationship with them, because we all need each other, and to be a sustainable and a long-term thing, we need to actually know how to deal with that, interact with them. Going further, the body shop, community trade and ingredient sourcing. It's in the same idea that Natura does, but they are doing this for 30 years. I don't know who knows the body shop. Is also like Natura bought body shop, but I think it was a French company, if I'm not mistaken. And they celebrate that for 30 years they engage in the community trade. So it's important for you when you're developing your idea to our project here is that what impacts I'm creating, generating in the community, in the society that lives there, and how we can grow together. It's a win-win relationship, win-win situation. Another interesting company that we have is Manioca, is from our professor Paulo, and they also do that. It's not only about unique products, and I already bought a lot of products from Manioca and I love it, but also is that their mission, their purpose. They want to get rich, of course. They want to sell a lot of products, and that's not wrong. But they want to develop the region here. They want to increase opportunities for the people around here in our area, in our region. So it's quite important to understand that. Let's see this amazing video from them. Oh, I just need to put the, I always forget. These translations are good? Can you get the main idea from the video? Is that okay for you? Because most of them, they don't have the subtitles. So, okay. Thank you so much, Diana. Let's go again. What do you eat is the translation. E você come.
Isso aqui começou com o papai, né? E a gente vê assim, que nem às vezes eu assisto uma reportagem assim falando da farinha de tapioca. O que ela faz, o que a gente nem pensava que um dia ia servir para fazer aquilo, e hoje estão fazendo.
Eu mexo com comida. Comida é uma coisa que tem que ser bem cuidada, né? Eu que faço acontecer, né? Ajudo a acontecer com todos que estão envolvidos nesse nosso trabalho. Aí esse reconhecimento que para mim é legal. Eu ser reconhecido pelas coisas que eu estou fazendo aqui, entendeu?
Eu criei a Manioca a partir de um interesse do consumidor pelas coisas do norte, pelas coisas da Amazônia. Então a gente percebeu isso e criou a Manioca para suprir essa necessidade do consumidor de tornar esse produto amazônico acessível. O jambu, por exemplo, ele não saía dos pratos tradicionais até o meu pai começar. E a partir daí é que as inovações começaram a acontecer.
Esse mata aí começou com um pauzinho só. Aí eu disse, eu vou deixar ficar uma floresta aqui que é para me tirar a lenha daqui. Tá aí, ó.
Não é só um produto, é muito mais do que um produto. É trabalho, muito trabalho de quem produz lá no campo ou quem está tirando da floresta, só provando para descobrir.
I'm a big fan of Manioca. And Joana, that's the CEO, she's Paulo's business partner. Her father used to, he already died, but he used to be a really great chef that he got our inputs here, really exotic ones like tucupi, jambu, and he put it in the high gastronomy and introduced it to the whole world, like went to France and to Milan and to Sao Paulo and from amazing places to show that, okay, it's an exotic thing, but we can do like really high gastronomy with that. And what I like about Manioca is that for them, it's not about just creating the product itself, but what is the experience, and not only for the customers, but also for the other stakeholders. You know, like they want the small communities to stay in their communities, and because most of the time when they don't have a lot of life expectations there, they they would just come to the big cities, but without studies and without any knowledge, like regular knowledge, they could not find like really good job opportunities, and then they would having difficult lives here. So if we create a business model that we embrace these small communities and everybody makes money, everybody increases and grows, I think that's the the main purpose of our projects, that to develop this mindset on you, because the green market is important about the advertising part, but also is important how do you interact and how you deal with people. Okay, moving further, and just a teaser for the group that wins the competition, you're going to receive not only the $500 voucher, but also you're going to receive some manioca products we're going to ship for you. And I hope you have an amazing experience with these products. Going further, Patagonia. Patagonia is a really famous case of green marketing because I'm going to show you this campaign history. But what I like is that think you spend a lot of money to go to a newspaper to put an ad. That's a lot of money. And then you say, don't buy this jacket. A lot of people would look to that and say, come on, that's really weird, man. How can you say for us customers to don't buy your jacket, don't buy your product? But then they have a lot of things behind this sentence, and I want to share with you this amazing history to give like a really good reference for you to your business development. Okay, let's put again, this one is all in English. I will put the legenda, the subtitle. Legenda is great, subtitles just to help you out.
Don't buy this jacket. Their words, not mine. On Black Friday 2011, Patagonia ran a full-page ad in the New York Times with a strong call to action. Don't buy their stuff. Through this unabashed anti-consumerist sentiment, the advertisement revealed a recent trend within the outdoor apparel industry of cultivating a more environmentally friendly and morally grounded image. A trend which Patagonia, an apparel company born in the mountains in the 1970s, seems to be spearheading. However, the environmentalist messages of Patagonia and its outdoor apparel kin reveal a paradox intrinsic to ecologically conscious corporations. More product sales means more growth for the company, but increasing sales also means an increase in physical waste and emissions from creating, packaging, and shipping products. Essentially, the outdoor industry's success means a decline in the very nature that its customers seek to experience and that companies claim to protect. I want to dig into this paradox with Patagonia as an example. By positioning itself as anti-consumerist and pro-environment, Patagonia managed to increase its revenue by 40% just 2 years after running that ad. So let's go back to Patagonia's Don't Buy This Jacket ad to understand exactly how the company crafts its eco-conscious message. The full-page ad is simple yet effective in delineating Patagonia's core principles, along with the bold "Don't buy this jacket" text that separates the ad from other pleas for consumption. The paragraphs below provide a real argument for forgoing the purchase of outdoor gear. Patagonia claims the R2 jacket's journey from its origin as 60% recycled polyester to their Reno warehouse generated nearly 20 pounds of carbon dioxide, 24 times the weight of its finished product. The ad then goes on to say that the jacket comes with an environmental cost higher than its price, as well as, don't buy what you don't need, think twice before you buy anything. More recently, Patagonia rolled out its Worn Wear campaign. Centered around embracing old, repaired clothes, Patagonia frames ripped up jackets as apparel with stories. The campaign is multifaceted. A Worn Wear biodiesel truck tours the country repairing Patagonia enthusiasts' clothes, while videos reveal funny and emotional stories about 25-year-old board shorts that have been sewn and resewn countless times. Patagonia boasts the largest apparel repair facility in North America, with 45 employees, and the company's CEO argues that repairing clothes is a radical environmental act. Throughout the marketing campaign and the company's culture as a whole, Patagonia seems to be committed to the durable and the long-lasting, encouraging its customers to forgo purchases and embrace the old. In its mission statement, ads, and worn wear campaign, Patagonia firmly positions itself as anti-consumerist and pro-environment. However, as many customers have pointed out online, there's a certain hypocrisy buried in this style of branding. Its marketing campaigns certainly don't make the company an environmental savior. It still capitalizes on the worn-in aesthetic with $29 Wes Anderson-esque repair kits and brings in $600 million in revenue annually. Patagonia brands itself as anti-consumerist with ads, yet as a for-profit company, its very existence is reliant on consumption. Despite this contradiction that belies the company, at its core, Patagonia still runs an environmentally progressive business, a model that other outdoor apparel companies can and should learn from, but also one that customers should understand. Anti-consumerist ads and pro-environment campaigns from for-profit companies can sometimes err on the side of greenwashing, so it's important that customers understand both the advantages and limitations of this kind of corporate activism. While Patagonia's efforts to use recycled materials in their clothing is admirable and necessary, it doesn't mean that you should go ahead and buy 10 R2 jackets you'll probably never use. How then do we navigate an industry where the very jacket we buy is harming the environments we want to use it for? There is no silver bullet solution. It involves both thoughtful choices on the company's side as well as the consumers. Patagonia has positioned itself in the right direction in terms of environmental ethics, donating 100% of its $10 million revenue from Black Friday in 2016 to grassroots charities, or by simply accepting and repairing decades-old gear. The onus also falls on us, the consumers. But right now, as people who still need shoes to climb rocks or packs to camp under the stars, we should keep in mind that clothes and gear have a life before and after we buy them. So buy slow, buy smart, or sometimes just don't buy at all.
Amazing, huh? Don't buy this jacket. The first time that I saw that, I was like, come on, what is the trick here? And what I like the most is that they don't say that they don't want to make money, they don't want to have profit. It's just that they adapt their business model to the new world, and we as a customers, we are the ones that we are the judges here, that we decide which companies will go or not further, because we decide from the place that we are buying it. So I like Patagonia is that, okay, we want to fix the clothes, but then we sell the needle and all the things to do that, and they make money with that. So it's not about being a hypocrite and say, oh, come on, we don't need money, we don't need profit. Of course we need. If we have our employees to pay the monthly remuneration and salary of them, and we have our costs, but the way we do business is the important thing here, is how we can adapt our business model to this new society, to these new environmental issues, and you're still making money, and a lot of money, since like they increase like 40% their profitability. So it's not about not making money, it's about how to make money, and how to make money in a sustainable approach. Because if we destroy our planet, the next generations or even ours will not have anything else to make and to get as an opportunity. So it's really important for us to develop our mindset. I like to enjoy it. And to finish this part, be careful with greenwash, because it's not about saying you do things, you actually have to say it. So walk your talk. Okay, now we are going to start the last part of our workshop, our marketing strategy canvas. I don't know whoever that already have a marketing background already saw this canvas. It's really interesting one. I hope you will really enjoy it. It's quite easy to use it. Of course, needs a lot of research and a lot of surveys and a lot of information to put in, but the methodology is not that hard to understand. But then I want to do a 5 minutes break for you to stretch a little bit, and then we come back. But please, let's respect this 5 minutes because we still have a lot of things to go, and I think we can finish it in 55 minutes. That's the time that we have. Okay, so 5 minutes. Please go stretch, get a little water, or go to the restroom, and then we come back in 5 minutes. Okay, thank you so much. See you soon.
See you.
Hello, my friends. Let's getting back. Please write in our chat, hey, I still here, just so I know who is back with us. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Let I check here in the chat. Not so many people is back. Please, right here in our chat, just hi or hey or whatever, so we can come back to our final part of our workshop. We still have 53 minutes. I'm gonna like introduce you the methodology. You're gonna see that Canvas, what I love about Canvas is that after you understand the canvas, you don't need anybody to develop, and then you can develop in your team. And what I like this one special is that you have a strategical vision of the marketing plan, but actually also about your business itself, you know, and who are you going to be selling, who's your customer, and how can you make money. So I need more people to say hi to me. I'm a little, how do you say carente in English? I need your interactions here with me, please. Don't leave your professor here by himself. Needy, great, thanks, Victor. I'm needy. I need your hi here in the chat, please. Let's interact still. We are doing great. So, I'm gonna start again, and to respect our 3-hour workshop time. Do you see already my screen? Oh, no, I think I share now. Can you see my screen now? Yep, okay, let's go. So, marketing strategy canvas. Did anybody ever saw this canvas? The people, I think from Romania has a marketing background. Daniel, Dimas, Isabella, yes. Oh, a lot of you already saw the canvas one. But it's specific this marketing one, marketing strategy one. Nice. So, marketing strategy is the action for reaching your financial ambitions in a certain context. Think, you need to have a goal. When you launch a product, you need to have at least an idea where do you want to arrive after 1 year, after 5 years, and the marketing plans might help you, because you need to understand to achieve your goals that no companies exist in a abstract world. It exists in the real world with the customers, with all their needs and are the challenge. So we need to understand that and then start to do business with them. So this is our marketing canvas one. Let I just see how it is showing to you. I think it's too small. No, it's good. Okay, let I just go back here to the chat. I have my cell phone here in the side just to see what you see. Okay, so product, differentiational, positioning, competitors, message, branding, communication, pricing, distribution, segments, consumer behavior, marketing objectives, metrics, and budgets. Whew, a lot of things. The important thing is that you have to understand the process. You're gonna see that all the box that you have to fill, not today, to your project, you need to fill and construct your marketing strategy canvas one. You see that has a definition and then some questions. it will appear like that for you. I will be sending after our workshop the file in your Microsoft Teams group. So product, define the good or service and its main features. And then they have some questions for you, just to, not that you have to answer all these questions, but it's just to give you some hints and give you some help to develop. So what is your product, define or service? Which attributes are important? What should be changed in the product, packaging, or aggregated service? What can you evolve after the first time that you do that? After defining what your product is, that you have to think, go to the other side of the canvas, that your segments and your consumer behavior, who you will be selling to, is you have some targeting criteria like geographic, demographic. Think is the important thing is that you mix these targeting criteria, because you cannot say like, okay, my target market is people from 10 to 20 years. Only this information doesn't give you anything. Let's do a small social survey here. But in our chat, which type of music do you like? If you like funk, rock, pagode, samba, what else? Just write here which kind of music do you like and you hear most, please, in our chat. Which style of music? Dance, bossa nova, good. What else? Rock, country music, R&B, rock and pop, jazz, rock and classic, bossa nova, sertanejo, yeah, rap. What else? Movie hits. Reggaeton, nice, Joseph. Hermanito, reggaeton es bueno. Pop, rock, rap, pop, pagode, everything. I love it. I love Amanda. That's how we do. We don't have to be like just with one music style. Okay, now put how old are you in our chat. Very fast, very fast. How old are you? 22, 29, 20, 19, 22, 21, 20, 24, 23, 18, 20. Okay, so do you see how dangerous it is to define our market segment when we just use the demographic approach? How old are you is important, but it doesn't define you. So we need to we have a synergy among our criterias to actually go and create a niche, and then you start to understand how your customer behave. And that's the really tricky part, but you can use this methodology, this tool, the buyer persona one. I will not go through all the questions because you can use this to develop your business project later. Is most important is to understand is that you don't put your client, your customer in a really cold matter, like, okay, is this age to this age, that has a IT background and marriage and has this level of incomes and like rock, for instance. No, you want to ask these questions. You want to get to know about your clients. You want to understand them to create this. When you talk about your marketing approach, when you create your marketing plan, you need to think about Michael, 20 years old. He's an IT intern at a multinational company. He's a younger son in a middle-class family from Seattle. He loves rock music and already know how to play the guitar. However, his biggest desire is to learn how to play the drums. However, because he works and studies, he has little time in his life. So he needs it to be convenient in order to learn something new. Think how different it is if I'm just saying that Michael is, we don't know that's Michael. We say like male, 18 to 25 year, from an IT background that likes this type of music. Is code, is distance. That's not how we do marketing nowadays. Remember that we need to create experience. We need to create relationships. So when you develop your buyer persona, You develop a relationship with Michael. You understand what Michael thinks, what Michael feels, and how is the best opportunities, how is the best approach to deal and to interact with Michael. So after this one, you define your product, you define your market segment, you define your buyer persona, and then we have to understand how our competitors look like, how our competitors make business, who it is, who are our competitors, what price they have, what behave they have, which kind of advertise they use. They go to Instagram, they use more Twitter. No, they go to old old newspapers, and then they achieve their public audience. So who are your competitors and how to get to know better than. And then for that, and to differentiate ourselves from them, we use the blue ocean strategy. Please, again, in our chat, whoever heard or already work with this blue ocean strategy approach, please, in our chat, whoever heard about blue ocean strategy, please. No, yes, never heard of. Nope. Yes, no. More people? Larissa, no. Diana, that's great. That's great that you're gonna get something new. Blue ocean strategy. Of course, I'm gonna do like a pocket explanation, of course, but you have a lot of reference in the internet that you can go further and understand more. But I will bring some tools that you can use to develop this analysis. What the blue ocean strategy believes is that a lot of companies, they are lost in the red ocean market because it's a lot of competition. You need to fight about, have a Portuguese version of this book. Is that, yeah, they have the Estratégia do Oceano Azul. They have already translated in Portuguese. And you can also find some pocket version of the book and some audio too. So the red ocean is that a lot of competition. The companies are fighting against like trying to have the lowest price. They have to do they make a choice about if we have a higher quality or we have a lower price, and we fight to get the competition's customers. So really busy and complicated market. What the blue ocean strategy believes is that we have to move from red oceans to blue oceans. We have to create our market. Not that I will be alone in this market, because since we have a lot of competition nowadays, it's really hard to have like just your market. But you need to find an ocean with at least less competitors, or competitors that they don't do exactly what you do, and then you have customers for everybody. So they try to make the competition irrelevant. But to make competition irrelevant is not that I don't care about the competition, it's the other way around. They have to actually know a lot from their competitors, because when you know how your competitor plays, you can position it yourself. You can change your strategies to actually be more to engage more clients and to interact more with them. So how do we do that? First of all, we use the value matrix in the blue ocean strategy, and we are going to use as an example the mobile phone, the smartphone market. Okay, so you get a Excel spreadsheet, if you will, to be easier to manage the data later. You put the products, your product and the competitors' products here. So here in our example, we are comparing the iPhone 5, the Droid Razr, and the Model X. Okay. Then you list which are the attributes or competition factors in your market. Price is always there, but also in this case, processor, screen size, thickness, screen quality, battery life, camera, SD memory storage. So you list what is the key factors for your client to choose, in this case, which smartphone he or she will buy it. And then you decided which are the competition factors, and then you give a rate 1 to 5 to each one of these factors in this spreadsheet in Excel or whatever you use, 1 to 5, because then you're going to create a graphic of your market. You get your competitors. Of course, you need to be really clear. You need to be really conscious about it, because you want this value matrix to be honest in your market. So if you don't have a good processor, you cannot put 5. You need to put the 1 or 2. And if your competitor has a good one, you need to put this, because you're going to take a picture of your moment. You are going to have the picture of how it is happening now, your marketing, and then you're going to position it and use this information to change that and to create your blue ocean. So after you putting out the competition factors in one side, you put you and your competitors here, and you give the rates to each one of these factors, you create this. So you're going to have a graphic of your market and how you and your competitors are doing business to your customers. So you put here the decision factors for your market, and here the scoring is here the rate. And you see that each smartphone, in our case here, has its own line, and then you compare them. So when we say about the screen size, the iPhone didn't have the biggest one, the Model X had one. And then you go to other like battery life. The Droid Razr didn't have a lot of battery, because since it was like really thin, look, thinness, Droid Razr received the 5 one. You're gonna see that all your decisions is a trade-off thing. So for you to have, in this case, the thinnest mobile phone, the thinnest smartphone, you have to lose things like battery life, the quality in your camera, because in your project you need to do the trade-off. Okay, if I want to put myself as the thinnest one, I will lose on other things, and I have to save money through other aspects, so I make my product viable, you know. So after you do that, you're going to use the second tool, that's the 4-action methodology, the 4 actions, because you have to eliminate what you believe that your customers doesn't care at all. So let's see in our example, for the iPhone, memory storage was something that people would not care if they take it off, because you're going to understand that in the blue ocean strategy, to have a competitive price and you have your differentiation, the trade-off is that I'm going to save money here, taking off my product, the memory storage, so I can have money to invest and have the best camera. And the other ones I will still like in the middle, so people have a good perception. But then my biggest differentiation to create my differentiation strategy is focusing on cameras and taking off the memory storage. So first, you see what factors you can eliminate, which ones you can reduce, that they are important, but if you reduce the quality of this factor, for instance, the thinness, okay, doesn't have to be that thin, and then you can reduce this, so you have money to raise other factors that you think you need to be above our competitors. But then the blue ocean strategy is not like this picture. You need to understand your market, so you create your differentiation. Nobody will have, or a little number of your customers will have, your competitors, sorry, will have this differentiation. And then you create your business, your blue ocean market. Look how they did. Model X, they have a okay processor, a good screen size, the best one compared to the other free ones. They don't care about being the thinnest one. The screen quality and the battery of life is good. Camera is okay, is in the free rate, the scoring number. Then they have this memory storage, but the biggest difference is that they understand what their competitors are doing, and then they create something that nobody's doing. And what they did, the Model X, they create a website where the client could go there and create the color. You would custom the color of your smartphone. So then I want to have a, I don't know, like a darker red, a darker blue, no, the light green. And then you would create your colors in this website, and then they would send ship to your house your unique cell phone with the color that you choose. Of course, sometimes they lose to the other competitors regarding is not the finished one, but then you are creating your own cell phone, your own smartphone. So then you don't compete with them in this factory here because you develop this blue ocean market. And then you create a differentiation, and then people will get a lot of attention to your product. You can do this in all your business. You can understand like how your competitor behave, and then you go there and you do a good business. Okay? Did you get it? The blue ocean strategy was okay? Please go in the internet and read more about it. They have a lot of good examples. They have some spreadsheet that is already created, so you just put the information about you and your competitors and just give the scoring number, and then you create your graphic and then you analyze that. Is a, as I said again, as I said before, is a picture of you today's market, and then you're going to decide which strategies are you going to be doing to develop and go further in your market. Okay, so after that, we go to creating the differentiation. You create something unique to your product. And again, you're using the Amazon rainforest brand. So this is going to be an amazing marketing approach to your customers, especially if they see that you don't do a greenwash. You actually are interacting a good way to your with your in your market and with the small communities and with the region. After that, you position yourself. How do you want your company to be recognized? How you put yourself is going to be the lowest price, is going to be the most technological one, is going to be the friendly, environmental friendly, you're going to be pet friendly, you're going to be whatever. Positioning yourself, because when you position yourself, you're not just one more. You already, you know which, how you deal with in the market and how people are going to perceive you. So after doing that, you have to understand, you have to choose the branding, how, what's the colors, the shapes, the taglines, is a logo that you're going to use, what your logo will pass to your clients when they look to your logo, what things that you want to create, which experience, what feelings that you want to create in your customers when they see you and they see you. After that, you create what are the message, what is the communication that you want to put outside to your customers. What message do you want to say? How do you want to say? You're going to say that you're going to have to reinforce your brand inner position in your message. So what is the campaign slogan or motto? Which benefit or concept should be reinforced? You're going to reinforce that you are you work with small communities here, so you create a video as Natura did, and then you show your local partners and how they do business, show their life, and then you reinforce that in your daily activities. After that, as is a marketing plan, you need to develop your marketing objectives. You need to say, okay, I want with this marketing campaign to increase my selling. No, I want to improve my brand perception. No, I want to increase my number of clients. And then you define your objectives to your marketing plan, your goals, because everything you do, you have to, in the end, achieve this marketing objective. So I want to improve my sales. I want to improve the number of the clients I have, my brand, and the interactions, the engagement in my Instagram page. Okay, you need to decide which ones are your marketing objectives, and then you're gonna develop your marketing campaign. After that, from which medias are you gonna communicate your marketing plans. You're going to use social media, you're going to use email marketing, television, radio, magazine. Think if you are working with youngest generation, you have to think that sometimes they're not watching that much of TV anymore. So it's a waste of money and a waste of time and energy if you put a lot of money for 30 seconds in the Super Bowl, the most expensive 30 seconds in the TV. However, your clients there, they don't watch Super Bowl. So you're going to waste your time and money. So you need to define, since you already know who is your customer, remember your buyer persona, then you need to think, okay, which ones are the best communication channels to talk, to interact with this buyer persona? Social selling, search ads, flyers, and you have so many other examples about how to communicate with them. After that, pricing. What is your pricing strategy? I'm gonna give I'm gonna put the lower price so people get to understand my brand and get to know my new product and get to know my new brand. And then in the second version, I add values and then I can ask for a higher pricing. You have to decide what is your pricing strategy, how much money are you going to charge, and you need to add value to this experience so people have a good perception and then they pay the amount of money that you're asking without having any doubts that they are doing a good deal. After that, distribution. So for the ones that have a marketing background, you can see that in this canvas, you see the 4 P's of market: product, price, placement, and promotion. The distribution, define the channels and the main strategies for generation value through the distribution channel. How your product, how your communication, how you achieve your marketing audience, your public. So if you think that, oh, I'm gonna create a website and people will just go to my website, they buy there, it's just a e-commerce, and then I have a distribution channel that put the product in the play in the deliver the product in the client's house. Great. It's one way to do business. No, I have to develop a physical store in a really famous street like Fifth Avenue in New York, because since I work with this buyer persona, people, I need to be there so people have a status, a high status perception from my product. Is not, they don't have right and wrong. Is your business, is your product, and how you're gonna do business and how you're gonna plan your actions. So the questions are right here under the images, that just to help you out. Okay, I need to find a good place, and I need to think about the logistic from the industries that I buy until arrive in the customer's house. So we need to think about the strategies for that. After that, you go to the marketing objectives again, and then the metrics. How are you gonna? What are your key indicators to be monitored to follow the results of the inflammation? So let's see an actual example. I went with my micro marketing campaign to increase in 20% my sales. So the metric I use is the amount of money that I sell. No, my marketing objective is that I want to increase the number of clients that buy from me. So the metrics, that the number of clients. So all the objectives that you put here in your marketing plan, you need to think about what are the metrics, how you're gonna understand that you're achieving or not that objective. And the last but not least, the budgets. How much money do you have? How much money do you have to put in this marketing plan, and how much money is going to come back, your expectations? Okay, so this one is our marketing strategy canvas. A lot of information. What I'm going to be putting in your Microsoft Teams the file of this today's presentation, and also the marketing strategy canvas. What I want you now to do is that to go to your Microsoft team, have a meeting, and I will be putting this file again in your room. and then you start working your ideas inside this marketing canvas. Okay, again, you can change your idea, you can change your business, you can change your business idea for our game, is not a problem. But now is already Wednesday, so it would be interesting for your group to already have at least the basic idea that you're going to be developing for your business model. And again, remember, that's a competition, a healthy one, but it's a competition. So you need to, I'm seeing that because I can see who is meeting, who is not meeting, and all the communication that you put in your Microsoft Teams. We have teams that they are already working a lot, having meetings and sharing documents and sharing reference in their Microsoft team, and teams that not so much. I will not be the one that asks, come on, you have to work, you have to engage. It's not my role. I think it's a competition and you have to engage because you want to and because you want to have this experience. And a lot of groups are doing such an amazing job, the others too, but I think you should meet more, you should trade more information. uh, yeah. And Eileen, if you have WhatsApp group, I don't know if all of you can access that. I know that we also can use the WeChat, is the communication app that works there in Macau. I'm in the WeChat too with them, and you can also use this, and you can also use your Microsoft group. You can use anything. Okay, is in my group we use more the WeChat. Great, Larissa. That's it. So define, we have a lot of technologies nowadays, so decide how we're going to be interaction. We know what we have, a huge time zone difference, and sometimes later late nights for one group and to the other one is not that much. So they decided sometimes you put the information and then you're going to be just writing an interaction with them. So we have Lilian, it's not that I want to look how you are working. It's not that. If you are working good in the WhatsApp, it's more a concern for me that you have to interact, you have to engage. These 3 hours that we spend here together is just reference for you to develop your business model. So the most important part in this project is the interaction you have with your groups and with the other ones, and how you learn with each other. And I'm learning a lot with you too. So it's always important to you to define. It's already Wednesday. Of course, it's only the third day in workshops, but since it's only a 2 week thing, uh, it's time to start to already designing the idea. Tomorrow and on Friday is the international trade and the business model workshops. I hope until Friday you already have really solid your business idea. If you don't have, please don't worry. You just need to put more effort, because for the mentoring sessions next week is good for us to be working in a really in already your business idea, so you can develop, because you're going to see that you're going to have a lot of work to find information in the internet, to find some data about the market that you're gonna be making business to. You will have to find the small communities, you have to find the inputs, a lot of things, almost all the things you can find on the internet, but this takes time to do the search and the survey. So it's important for you to engage and to start work. I'm quite happy with the level of interactions that we have today. Yes, actually, I will do better. I will show you the minimum that you have to do on the 26th. Okay, that I just find here to share with you. Just a second. Again, this is only one template, so is the minimum that you're gonna be asked in your final pitch or pitch, because I always confuse my pronunciation with the fruit. Okay, let I share my screen. Share my screen again, and that's what you're gonna have to do to present the minimum again. Okay, is the minimum that you're gonna have to present. That I just Are you already seeing my screen? Yep. Did somebody say yep? Okay, thank you. So again, you have 15 minutes for your presentation, so you have to manage your time. And another important thing is that practice your presentation, timing it, and seeing what is too much and not so much, and what can you improve or things like that. Okay, don't go on next, not this one, but then the next Friday and do the first presentation not for the judge. You have to practice before, because it's the best way to see what else you can improve. So the final pitch, you have to first describe what is your product, understand what input are you using, what the most of the details that you can put for your product. So the judge it will be the the first time that they will be interacting with your business model, interacting with your business idea. So it's important here for them to understand in the beginning of the presentation, the beginning of your pitch, what actually you're selling, what is your business about. After, you create the link canvas. I don't know whoever heard about the link canvas. Is the I think is the evolution of the business model canvas, and is on Friday's workshop for the link canvas one. Later, supplier development program with the community. How does your business model, how does your business idea interact with the small communities here in the Amazon region? After, our marketing strategy canvas, the one that we just saw it. Of course, since there's a lot of things, you are gonna create your canvas. Yeah, you can.
Excuse me.
No problem.
I want to know what is difference between marketing strategy canvas and Lien's canvas.
Okay, the link canvas is focusing on your product itself. It's focused about the problem that you are helping to solve, which one is the solution. You're gonna have the workshop of that, so I'm not gonna waste our time here. So this is one level. Of course, some of, for instance, customer segments and channels you can see in both canvas, for instance. But in the link canvas, you have to think about the revenue streams. What is your cost structure for the business itself? The marketing one is more focused in the marketing strategy. So it's more about the communication approach, the logistic approach, and the pricing one. So you see that both canvas, they interact and they complete each other. Of course, since you have only 15 minutes, it's important for you to understand what is and we will be helping you in the mentoring sessions. What is the most important things to you to say it? So you open your canvas for the judge, and then you just say the most important things. Then you're gonna create the international trade plan. Is it tomorrow's workshop? The revenue source and your selling projections. How much products do you expect to sell? Of course, it's a projection, but you need to think about how to be the more accurate, because remember that they will be watching your presentation as angel investors, our judges, and then they will have the 10,000 Amazon coins to vote with this money. So you need to, it's not only about getting a grade to pass in a course, you need to actually be the best one or be one of the best ones. So it's important for them to, when they see your business model, they think, okay, it's an amazing idea. I understand the process. I understand the logistics. And then I can see like, how are they making money and the selling projections for them, how much money they want to achieve in this project, selling projections. And then any final comments that you have, any information that you want to add, and then you finish. It's a lot of things. It's only 15 minutes, so you need to understand and to decide what are the most important things to say and what are the most important things to impress the judge. Thinking is a investment round, the final pitch presentation. So all of the groups will be presenting the ideas, and they only have 10,000 Amazon coins to vote or to invest in your company. So you need to actually impress. So again, not all of you can have to speak during the presentation since it's only 15 minutes. So it's important for you to practice to see which one of you feel more comfortable to do the presentation. Sometimes you can have just one person in a group or two people in the group doing the presentations. Not a problem. It's your decision. Is this competence that you have to develop is taking the decision. So making the decision. So it's important for you to decide who will be the the group presenter, and practice because you only have the 15 minutes. And again, is a competition, is not about an academic work. It's not about having the grade to pass and see you next semester. No, you need to impress the judges because you only have one shot. It's only 15 minutes presentation, and then they have 5 more minutes to ask you some questions about it. And then they're going to be voting. So they're going to be watching 8 business model, and you need to impress them so they can vote. The first version was amazing because the decision was in the last judge. If he divided the investment money, and in the last vote he put money on the one that won the competition. What was really uh, 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 the competition was really amazing, and they were like really good products and really good business idea. And I think that you have a lot of reference now to develop this amazing business model to present to them the Friday on the 26th. Anybody have any question, please? How can I help you? Anybody? I know you are already a little bit tired, a lot of information. Thanks, Daniel. If you have any questions, please write me an email, write me on WhatsApp, give me a call, send me any smoke sign, whatever you want. Please let me know. Of course, you can make some questions that you think that's strategical ones. Send us the PPT through email. Tina, I'm putting everything on your Microsoft thing, so you should be able to go there and download. Did you all the groups check that you already have the documents from the first 2 workshops? Okay. Yeah, Raluca team. Yeah, 90. Okay. If you have any problem, I'm not receiving, I cannot go in, anything like that, I'm gonna share my screen here again just to show you where you can find it. Let I see now. I take this out. Where's Microsoft Teams? Okay, I can see all of your groups. Yeah, but all of you see. You go, for instance, I'm gonna put here Amazon Experience 1. Okay, here is where you're writing and talking to the other ones. Here you go to the meeting one. The files are here. In Portuguese is arquivos, so you find these files, and then you have our our schedule, our rules, and the first 2 presentations. And now finishing here, I'm putting my slides, and also I will be putting the marketing strategy canvas PDF one in English, so you are able also to have this. Okay, please, now it's time for you to interact with yourself, to define tasks, to define missions, to define your business model. I'm really excited with the level of comments that you're putting in our chats, that we have amazing participants here, amazing students that for sure will make the difference when go to the market and start working, and then you can make a difference in this project that I'm quite happy and really excited about it. Okay, so I will be putting all the files now. We are finishing our today workshop. I really hope you enjoy it. And tomorrow we will have our international trade one. Quite important because it's the main tasks. One of the main tasks of our project is to think about our products to sell abroad. So tomorrow, if Professor Juliana, she does an amazing job. She works doing that in Europe. She has a exportation company and an importation one in Portugal, and she brings that acai and another all of the things. So for you, I want to put that you put like 2 minutes now just to give me some feedbacks from the today's workshop. If you like, what you didn't like, how can I improve, and then we'll be together other 2 days for the workshops, and the next week in the mentoring sessions. I'm quite happy. Today is only the third day in the workshops. A lot of information, a lot of work. I hope you are enjoying this the dynamic of our project. And if you have any feedback for us to improve, please let us know that we work here in the forever beta mode, that we are always improving and and asking and hearing you and listen to you to improve it. Okay, so thank you so much. We see each other again tomorrow. I will be putting now all the files that for our marketing today, and also I will also put the final pitch one, just to already understand the path that you're gonna be in this journey for the final pitch. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you all a good rest, and for the ones that will be working, a good work, and we see each other tomorrow.